Hi guys, welcome to another podcast for Law City 3 years 2021 examination. And today we have a Gitika Kaura, and she's from Gujarat, Vadodara. And score wise, she hit 124 out of 150. All India rank is nothing but 41. Gitika, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So before we start, want to understand in Gujarat, there is also CT exam, right?
Right. Yeah.
So why you appeared for the Maharashtra?
Right. So I made this decision about pursuing law very recently, I think January, February 2021. And when you get online to research, generally for 3-year LLB, especially, the college that everyone recommends is GLC or ILS
Okay.
or even Symbiosis. So most of the college is situated in Maharashtra. So that's when I set my sights on MHCT, and I've been preparing for it from then on.
Okay. In Gujarat, what are the top colleges for law?
Gujarat, I believe there's Nirma. There's Nirma, then the university that I'm passing out from,
Which is the
MSC
in,
Vadodara,
okay.
and yeah, there's a couple here and there.
Okay. Okay. So as you mentioned recently, you have decided to go for the law domain.
Right,
How this idea changed? I mean, before law, what was your plan?
right. So I have a science background. In my 11th and 12th grade, I was a science student, and then I chose to take a different direction. Then I pursued a bachelor's of arts, and it was a very rational, you could say, this profession ticks all my boxes, and that's when I decided to delve into it. And I feel like in the process, because you also have to study torts and a little contract, I sort of acclimatized myself with the subject and became one with it, and now it's not just a cerebral decision, but now it's a passion of mine. So yeah.
Okay. So there must be something happened. That's why all of a sudden this idea came.
Right.
So
Yeah, it was I was just narrowing down my options and according to my personality. So a very sort of, on paper decision.
okay. Okay.
So I was like, the personality traits that you require as a lawyer, the aptitude and all of that, I believe that it matched with my skills. So that's why I decided to pursue it.
Okay. So apart from CET, have you appeared for any other law entrance?
I did appear for Symbiosis, AIAT,
Mm-hmm.
and I got through it as well. So that's done. But now that GLC is on the table, so it definitely make the lunch.
Okay. Okay. Great. So definitely GLC will get.
I hope, yeah.
Okay. So when you started your proper law CET preparation?
I think it was around the end of March, beginning of April.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just, because of the pandemic, the exam getting pushed back. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I very seriously sort of hustled towards CT from, you could say, June, May or June. Yeah, that's when I started putting in all the hours and put your
Mm-hmm.
foot on the pedal.
Okay. So what are the hurdles came across while you started your preparation?
Right. So the first one I think was because I'm an outside Maharashtra candidate and there's only 10% seats available. So that definitely demotivates you to some extent
Hmm.
because the competition gets a lot tougher for you. And once I overcame that sort of mental block, it was just, I believe, because there's no previous year's papers available.
Hmm.
So you sort of have to go through your instinct and whatever information you can find online. So sort of streamlining it and filtering it out from the chatter. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was definitely one of them. And
Okay.
yeah, the huge chunks of current affairs and static GK you have to memorize.
Mm-hmm.
So that was hard. Yeah.
So let's talk about section by section. Let's start with the GK only. What you have done for the GK?
GK, to be on the safer side, I did 10 to 11 months compendiums for GK, revised, gave tests. I believe giving tests for GK helped a lot more in memorizing all
Right,
those
right.
facts and figures.
What about English?
English, luckily, I didn't have to grind as much. I would just weekly say solve a couple of tests, synonyms, antonyms. I read this the 333 words, Barron's 333 words, that list, and
Mm-hmm.
also Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
So those books I made sure to go through it and not be overconfident. So,
Okay. When it's
yeah,
come
because
entrance, then don't be overconfident all the
exactly.
time. Okay. Logic. What about logic?
So for logical, it was definitely a hurdle because it was not one of my strong suits.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, I had time in hand because of the pushback of the exam date as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of information available on the internet. You can solve puzzles. So that definitely helped. Even if it was hard, there was a lot of scope to practice. So
Right.
yeah,
And what about lastly, legal aptitude?
legal
Since you
aptitude,
you
yeah,
shifted from science to this,
arts, and then to yeah. So my
so.
degree will be at the end BA LLB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in conjunction. So for legal reasoning, I started with basic reading of the sections torts and contracts, criminal law. And I believe that it's such an interesting section. You don't even have to put a lot of this sort of cerebral academic effort. You just naturally, because you have these questions where you're given a situation and then you have to solve. So I think it comes very naturally once you start learning about these topics. Even if you read a little,
Mm-hmm.
and you understand the basic principles, I think it comes naturally. But otherwise, practice solves it, and most importantly, landmark cases.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
that definitely.
One different question: being a female, if you are going for the law field, law domain,
Right.
how it impact to the society, and how you see this basically?
So I'm a feminist, and for me, it is very important that I set an example. And while I also choose a profession that benefits me, at the same time, I make sure that I uplift society and the women and girls around me. So it was definitely, I think, daunting in the beginning because we know that the legal fraternity is a male dominated profession.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that once you put your heart into it, and if you have the grit to sort of pursue your passion, there will,
Mm-hmm.
of course, be difficulties, but we'll overcome it as a community.
Right, right. So I think after watching this podcast, all the girls, all the females, I mean, get kind of a boost up,
They
confident
should. They should.
about their
Because I
entrance
believe
preparation.
the
Yeah.
other women who are already in the industry, after I studied a couple of months at Symbiosis when I got in,
Mm-hmm.
and our seniors there, especially the females, they were very receptive, very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, there's this perception of the legal world being cutthroat
Mm-hmm.
and ruthless, but there I could see that all these women wanted to lift the other women up. So I
Okay,
believe that
that's great.
definitely girls should give it a try.
Yes, yes, definitely. You should help each other.
Yeah.
Okay. As you mentioned, you have joined us for the mock test program. So want
Yeah.
to understand how much it was helpful for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was your experience with regards to the mock test?
The mock test, up until giving the mock test, I still wasn't sure where I stood in terms of my preparation
Mm-hmm.
and readiness for the exam. And after giving up a couple of mock tests, I settled into the rhythm and I sort of got this mark range that, yeah, I can, with the amount of preparation that I've done, fall into, say, 115 to 120 range.
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely was a big boost to my confidence and time management, all of that. And you learn how to deal with pressure because you're sitting there, you have 2 hours and you have to give it your best. So, yeah. And then, even with the jumbled pattern, I was definitely nerve wracked when they suddenly changed the pattern. But then I solved the jumble mock tests and I realized that it was not as hard as I expected it to be. And had I gone without giving a jumbled mock test, it definitely would have been difficult.
Correct, correct. All of a sudden you see different pattern. The one which you
Exactly.
have already practiced, that is the
Yeah.
old one. So what was your highest score? You mentioned the mock test.
Mine, I think I went up to 126 or 128, somewhere between that.
That is the old one or the jumbled one?
The old one, the old one.
And what about jumbled?
Jumbled, I believe 124, 125.
Okay, which means whatever score you were getting in the mock test, same score you have got in the real exam.
Almost, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So when you went for the actual exam and you
Right.
written the exam, so how you will compare actual exam with your test maneuver mock test?
The exam actually, even though we didn't have the exact same questions, but they were similar. So the questions related to history, for example, we had a question about Samjhota Express runs between which two stations. And I believe in one of the mock tests, there was a similar question. So that made me go through that section. And I believe the question types were very similar. Apart from the GK questions, English, of course, it was very smooth to get through. But then there was one question that we had with Venn diagrams that represented certain professions, and then they overlapped, and you would have to draw conclusions. So we had the exact same pattern question show up in the exam as well.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So what do you think? What was any kind of a mistake you have done in the real exam, which one should not do?
Definitely. So I believe take your time, even though the clock is ticking and it's 150 questions in 120 minutes, still take your time. I definitely had 2 or 3 or more questions where if had I given it a little more thought, I would have gotten them correct.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fine. So guys, those who are watching this podcast, make sure you should not repeat this mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, Geetika, from my side. That is the what tips or the session you want to give to all the upcoming year aspirant?
Right. One thing I think that we overlook is the importance of a support system around us, be it our peers, be it mentors, teachers, whoever, to sort of filter out your information, because there's so much available from all these different sources, be it on the internet, coaching institutions, someone who can just, keep you on the path and you don't get lost in all the conundrum.
Right. So you need to be a little bit clear about your syllabus part, about your roadmap preparation part.
Yeah.
And whatever kind of a dilemma is there, you can ask from your mentors.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's lots of moments in the between where you also feel demotivated.
Obviously.
So that helps again.
Correct. When it is entrance exam, and it is very obvious that demotivation will come to you. Definitely. Undoubtedly, but you have to handle it because that is a part of the preparation.
Exactly. The ups and downs will come and go.
Okay, great. So guys, this is what from Geetika's side, she explained about her preparation strategy, what are the mistakes she had done with regards to all this section. I hope all these podcasts are helping you with regards to your preparation. So be connected and watch all the podcasts and share this podcast to all your friends, those who are preparing for Maharashtra Law City 3 years examination. Thank you, Geetika, coming and sharing your experience.
Thank you. All the best for next year, everyone who's watching.
Yes, from my side also, all the best.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.